Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Today in this video let us discuss about modulus inequalities. So earlier we just concentrated on inequalities. Now today let us discuss about modulus inequalities. Before that, let us discuss the definition of modulus of a function. So that is nothing but what is the absolute value of x. So modulus of any real number, which is nothing but its absolute value. So now look at the definition of absolute value of x. Absolute value of any real number, say some x, is denoted by modulus of x. How to read this? Read as modulus of x. Okay. So absolute value of any real number, some x, is denoted by modulus of x. Otherwise, the same definition we can also write in this manner. Let x belongs to R, that is x be any real number, then the magnitude of x is called its absolute value. What is called absolute value? Magnitude of x, where x is a real number. So magnitude of x is called its absolute value and is denoted by modulus of x, right, and is defined as modulus of x is equals to x when x greater than 0 and modulus of x is equals to minus x when x less than 0. Okay, and modulus of x is 0 when x is equals to 0. That is what? If x is greater than 0, then modulus of x is x. If x is less than 0, hence modulus of x, that is absolute value of x, is minus x. And when x is equals to 0, the absolute value of x, which is denoted by modulus of x, is equals to 0. Look at this example for example. So for example, I want to find out the absolute value of 2, that is modulus of 2. Now look at me, what is x here? 2. So I think 2 comes under this category, which is a positive number. Hence if x is greater than 0, modulus of x is x. I mean modulus of 2, I can write it as 2 because 2 is greater than 0. Since 2 is a positive number, hence modulus of 2 is equals to 2, just 2. Now if I want to find out about modulus of minus 2, I mean absolute value of minus 2. See, this time you can compare with x. What is x now here? If you compare this is with modulus of x, then in the place of x we have now minus 2. I mean x is equals to minus 2. I mean x is less than 0. Hence, what is the answer? Minus x. I mean minus of x means here this is the x, no? That is minus 2. Do you understand, ma? So since x is negative, less than 0, hence modulus of x is denoted as minus x. So minus of this is x, that is minus 2 is the x. Hence minus of minus 2, which is equals to 2. I mean, now if you can observe, modulus of 2 is 2. Even modulus of minus 2 is also finally 2. So that's what we considered as absolute value of any real value function never be negative. Never be negative. I mean in the same manner, for example, modulus of minus 5. Because of negative, minus x. I mean minus of x means minus 5 here. So finally which is equals to 5. Similarly, modulus of 7, which is 7. modulus of minus 7, which is minus of minus 7, finally 7, and modulus of 0. See, when x is 0, then its absolute value is also 0, and modulus of 0 is equals to 0. So, finally from this you look at the outputs, 2, 2, 5, 7, 7 and 0. So, what do you conclude from this? That is, absolute value of any real number is never be negative. Is never be negative. To be frank, it is positive except 0. It is always positive except 0. So now let us discuss the same definition, that is absolute value of x geometrically. Okay. So let us see the meaning of modulus of x according to geometry. Geometrically, modulus of x, if not you can read it as absolute value of x represents the distance of the point p x comma 0 or q minus x comma 0 from origin. So geometrically, modulus of x is nothing but distance of the particular point either p or q from origin. So we can show in this manner. Let it be the x-axis number line. Geometrically we want to represent now. Suppose say this is the origin. The coordinates of origin are 0, 0 denoted by O, and the px comma 0 is in positive direction. So say this is the some point px comma 0, and this is negative coordinate, x coordinate. So in the opposite direction, that is say some q minus x comma 0. Right children? Now the distance from here to here, I mean O to P, this is distance from O to P. Here it is 0 and here the x coordinate is x. I mean it is at a distance of x, which is denoted by modulus of x. The distance between origin and the point px comma 0 is denoted by modulus of x. Similarly, the distance from 0 to minus x comma 0, this distance is also equals to x only, that is modulus of x only. That minus gives you just the direction. This is the direction, positive x-axis, and x dash denotes for negative x-axis. Okay, so to understand more clear, let me want to consider in general some numerical values. Let it be O 0 comma 0. Say suppose this is P 2 comma 0. Now this is another point, say some Q minus 2 comma 0. Now x coordinate here 0 and this is 2. That means this distance is equals to 0 to 2. I mean this is of distance about 2 units. This is the distance about 2 units. Even from 0 to minus 2 also. Can you tell me? 0 to minus 1, 1 unit, and minus 1 to minus 2, 1 more unit. I mean the distance between O and Q is also 2 units. Since distance, we never say that the distance is minus 2, the distance is minus 5, isn't it? So distance is a one physical quantity which cannot be expressed in negative. So now the distance from O to P is 2 units. The distance from O to Q is also 2 units only. So that's what I am telling you now. Geometrically, modulus of x represents the distance of the point either P x comma 0 or q minus x comma 0 from origin. So that's why just now I gave the second definition, that is, let x be any real number, then the magnitude of x is called its absolute value. Magnitude of x. So here the 2 is the magnitude here, isn't it? So this minus indicates only direction, negative direction. We don't want about direction. We want only magnitude. So this is the representation of modulus of x according to geometry. So let us see one example question. Solve the following. In that first one, when modulus of x is equals to 5, and second one x square minus mod x minus 2 is equals to 0. Solve. We need to find the value or values of x. So coming to first one is the modulus of x is equals to 5. So just now we discussed the modulus function, if not absolute value of any x according to geometry. See, modulus of x is equals to 5. That is, those points on real number line which are at a distance 5 units from origin, isn't it? Which are at a distance of 5 units from origin. Hence in one direction we write one coordinate as a plus 5, in another direction minus 5. Therefore, modulus of x is equals to 5. That means x can be plus 5 or minus 5. Hence, modulus of x is equals to 5. That implies x is equals to plus or minus 5. When you remove the modulus, we write plus or minus. Similarly, can you tell me, if modulus of x is equals to 4, similarly, if modulus of x is equals to 4, then what is the value of x? You know, the x can be plus or minus 4, right? So please remember that when you remove the modulus, we need to write plus or minus, because it is nothing but directional distance from the origin. So in one direction, which is plus 5, in another direction the coordinate of x can be minus 5. So therefore modulus of x is equals to 5. Hence the solution, the values of x are plus or minus 5, right? So look at the second question. X square minus modulus of x minus 2 is equals to 0. Now actually x square can also write it as modulus of x whole square, because just now we discussed it, no? So modulus of x can be either positive or negative. No problem on squaring. Finally square of 5, which is 25. Even square of minus 5 also 25 only. So can I write x square as modulus of x whole square minus modulus of x minus 2 is equals to 0. So this is same as a quadratic equation. The thing is, in the place of x we have modulus of x. No problem, you can go with the factorization, what we did earlier in case of quadratic. So now this is as usual first one. This one I want to split it as minus 2 into modulus of x plus modulus of x minus 2 is equals to 0, right? So from the first two, can take modulus of x common. If you take modulus of x common, there is one more modulus of x and minus 2, and from these two just we can take one common. Hence this is modulus of x minus 2, which is equals to 0. Just we took mod x common. From last two, one common. Now this is the common factor. Hence modulus of x minus 2 is the one factor. If you take it common, then the rest is modulus of x plus 1 is equals to 0. So according to concept of quadratic equation, when the product of two linear factors is 0, then any one of the linear factor can be 0. Either modulus of x minus 2 is equals to 0 or otherwise modulus of x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now from this modulus of x is equals to, on sending this minus 2, finally mod of x is equals to 2. And can you tell me, therefore, what is x? That implies x is equals to, according to this concept, when you remove the modulus, we need to write plus or minus 2. Okay, but look at the second condition here. Modulus of x plus 1, which is equals to 0. Then what is the value of x? Actually what we get here, modulus of x is equals to minus 1, we get it. But according to the definition of absolute value, just now we discussed, it is never be negative. Modulus of x will be never be negative, either positive, if not the least value is 0. For example, if it is 0, 0 plus 1, no, not a 0. And other than 0, this is strictly positive, maybe 1, 1 plus 1, non-zero, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 10 plus 1. So finally, this situation cannot be possible because modulus of x is nothing but absolute value of x, which is never be negative. When there is no negative, this is positive and this is positive. So sum of the two positive numbers never be 0. So this is, what we are getting, that modulus of x comma 1 both are positive. Both are positive. So this case does not exist. Better to write that this case does not exist. Okay, ma'am, because both are positive numbers. So sum of the two numbers never be 0. So finally the solution of the second one is x can be plus or minus 2. If x is plus 2, then no doubt after substitution you are going to get 0. Even x is minus 2 also, you are going to get the 0. Right? So please remember that modulus of x is nothing but finally plus or minus x, isn't it? Plus x when x is greater than 0, minus x when x is less than 0, and which is 0 when x is equals to 0. That is what you need to remember. So let us discuss about inequalities involving absolute value. Inequalities involving absolute value. So first one, modulus of x less than or equals to a. So modulus of x, which is absolute value, involving with inequalities, and provided the case is here where a greater than 0. So look at me, what is the solution when modulus of x less than or equals to a? It implies those values of x on real number line which are at a distance of small a. Is it no? Is equals to a or less than a? Which are at a distance of small a or less than small a from the 0. So this information we can show it on number line. See, let it be origin, say some 0, this is 0, okay, from 0, if not from origin, no problem. So this is at a distance of small a, which is also at a distance of small a, which is in positive direction, which is in negative direction. Now what we required here, you see, those values of x on real number line which are at a distance of a or less than small a. So this is the thing what I shaded with blue color. So which are less than a or equals to a. So all this comes under this category. This is, see, less than a or equals to a. Even in negative direction also, less than a or equals to a. So finally the values are from minus a to a. Hence when modulus of x less than or equals to a, hence I can say that x is lies between minus a to a including them. That is minus a less than or equals to x less than or equals to a. So for example, if modulus of x is less than or equals to 2, then you know what is the meaning of this is minus 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 2 according to above one. So x is the value which lies between minus 2 and 2 including them. So minus 2 is also one of the number, even 2 is also one of the number in that interval. Now coming to here, modulus of x less than 3. Hence x lies between minus 3 to 3. So minus 3 less than x less than 3. Right? So please remember, this is the one of the standard rule here. That is, if modulus of x less than or equals to a, if modulus of x less than or equals to a, and condition must be what? A should be positive, a greater than 0, then minus a less than or equals to x less than or equals to a. Look at the property number 2. Second one, modulus of x greater than or equals to a. Then what is the solution? Once again, the condition is where a is positive, greater than 0. You know, the meaning of modulus of x greater than or equals to a is nothing but all the values of x on real number line which are at a distance of, see the meaning of either equals to a or more than a. So which are at a distance of a or more than a from 0. Right? All the values of x on the real number line which are at a distance either a or more than a from the 0. So that's what we can show it on number line. So let it be 0, say some small a, and this is minus a. Okay, now what we required? All the values on the number line which are at a distance of a and more than a. So more than a, this is all, these are all the values which are more than a, and even these are also absolute values will be more than a only, no, this is. And see, here we bubbled minus a as well as small a plus a, means including these two numbers also. Hence, modulus of x greater than or equals to a, then we can say that either x is less than or equals to minus a, or isn't it less than or equals to minus a, or more than or equals to a. For example, if modulus of x is greater than or equals to 3, just look at what is in the place of a, that is 3, which is a positive, greater than 0, isn't it? Hence the solution can be x less than or equals to minus 3, if not, or x greater than or equals to plus 3. This is the way, less than or equals to minus a and more than or equals to a. Similarly, can you tell me if modulus of x is greater than 2, then we can say that x is less than 2. This time we don't have equal to, we have only greater than. So x is less than minus 2 or x is greater than 2. Less than minus 2 and greater than 2. Not included them in this case because it is only greater than. So from this finally what we can say that this is the identity. So if modulus of x is greater than or equals to a, then the solution is x less than or equals to minus a or x greater than or equals to small a. So look at the third point. A less than or equals to modulus of x less than or equals to b, where a comma b are positive, both are greater than zeros. So look at me the condition once again. Modulus of x lies between a and b, including a and b, and the condition for a comma b are both are positive. So the meaning of this inequality is nothing but all the values of x on the real number line whose distance from 0 is equals to a or b or lies between a and b. Okay, so whose distance from 0 is equals to small a or small b or lies between small a and small b. So let us look at these numbers on the number line. Let it be 0 at a equal distance. Consider the points small a and small b. In the same manner in the negative direction, consider the two more points small a and small b. So this is the concept now here. When modulus of x is lies between a and b including them is nothing but closed interval minus b comma minus a union closed interval a comma b. This is what I can say x belongs to. So x belongs to in between this interval including minus a and minus b, even in between this interval including a comma b. That is what equals to a or b and or lies between a and b. So coming to one example, if 2 less than or equals to modulus of x less than or equals to 4, then I can say that x belongs to closed interval minus 4 comma minus 2 according to this concept, union closed interval 2 comma 4 according to this one. Right? Very important result is this. So please look into this. So next, point number 4. Modulus of x plus y is less than modulus of x plus modulus of y if x and y have opposite signs. And modulus of x minus y is less than modulus of x plus modulus of y if x and y have same signs. Modulus of x plus y is equals to modulus of x plus modulus of y if x and y have same sign, if not, or at least one of x and y is 0. And finally, modulus of x minus y is equals to modulus of x plus modulus of y if x and y have opposite signs, or at least one of x and y is 0. So these are the standard inequalities which you can be verified by suitable examples. If you want to prove that first one, or if you want to check it that whether this is true or not, you please assume that x and y must have opposite signs. Must have opposite signs. One you can treat it as plus 2, another one you can treat it as minus 3. Then just substitute in this result. Let us see whether it is true or not. Okay, in the same manner, according to these conditions, you please assume some x and some y and verify these results, and which are most important. Okay. So regarding this will be discussed in the next video in detail. Thank you everyone.